I'm not a Pokemon, kinda chap. I'm a horse.
Horse, it's okay. It's just a figure of speech. Now shut up, the episode's starting. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ender Academy. Today, we have a whole bunch of interesting stuff to get up to. Come here, horse. Last time, we started gaining back some of the knowledge that we lost in the last season, and in between episodes, I have researched, practically freaking everything that didn't have warp, other than a few random wand things. So that means we can do a whole lot of actually making stuff. Horse, are you okay? Here, let me try to heal him, because I've also been up to a whole bunch of other stuff. Let me see, do I have a projectile version of this? No, I don't. I guess I can't heal anyone but myself. But yeah, last episode we also got into Ars Magica with teleportation, another thing that we lost from last season. But now I have this spell book. Look at this! This is crazy, there's just so many new things I want to show you. I hope you don't get overwhelmed, but look at all these spells. I named them all with Thaumcraft aspects so that I would remember what they do. But those are really cool. I'm not going to get into those right now, though. They do all kinds of magical things. Isn't that right, horse?
Nay, of course it is, kinda.
Not you, horse, the actual horse. Now, let's head back home. We're out in the mesa a little bit a ways. I was just scouting around to see if I could find any more oil to make fuel for my helicopter, which, yes, I know, is not very steampunk, but what are you gonna do? Helicopters are awesome. Don't judge me. I love helicopters. They're great. But now, we are going to go back home and get into alchemy. Last season, I tried to cover alchemy, and it didn't work out great. Everything went awful and crazy, and yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. But now, I think I might know what I'm doing. Look over there. If the chunks will load in, I have not been idle. And one of the first things you may see is this god-awful bridge. And you might be thinking to yourself, hey, Connor chap, why on earth would you build such an eyesore across this beautiful scenic canyon? What have you done, Connor chap? I thought you were supposed to be building nice things. Well, don't worry about that. Let's just walk along this bridge. Doop, 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 doop. In fact, let's teleport across. I don't even need the bridge because I can teleport. But look at these things. These blue boxes, ignore all the chunk errors over there, these blue boxes are drawbridges. And I've rigged them all up with this redstone paste, so if we go over to the end of the drawbridge now, it's retracting. Woo! Look at that. Here, let me back up the camera. Whoa, frick! That's awesome. No more awful bridge. So anyway, that's just something I've been playing with. Hopefully, I'll be able to come up with some cool stuff for that. And oh gosh. Pro tip, hold F3 and hit A. Reloads all of your chunks. There we go. That looks so much nicer. So here we are back in the Oasis. Did I call it the Enclave earlier? I can't remember what I just said. But anyway, as you can see, I've been doing a lot of building. That building right there, we'll get into that later. Let's go back into first person. I've also started work on a house you can see up on the top of this cliff. I've got an arcane levitator leading up to it. Ooh, which again I don't need because I can teleport. Whew. Unfortunately, the house is nowhere near completion. But look, I finished the front door. You can tell because that's definitely a front door, and this definitely defines this space as an entry hall. Oh gosh. But yeah, it's going to be a fairly big space. I've got tunnels, I've got signs. I'm so organized. This is amazing, but the only thing I've actually built in here is the bathroom. Yeah, I've got a toilet. I can sit on the toilet if I want to. I've also got a perfectly functional thing here, so if I am out in the fields killing mobs and all that, and I need to relieve myself, I can just come here. There we go. It all drains out through this whole mechanism into all these bottles. Is it weird that I bottle it to throw later? I'm gonna say not. Oh, and final thing that I want to catch you up on is look at all these golden hearts down in the bottom. I have all the health that I lost from last season, so I'm back up to where I was, kind of. I still only have, I did make some mage robes, but now they're almost broken. Oh gosh. I need to make all kinds of things. And it all starts with getting into alchemy, because look at that weird little building that I made. Whew. This is going to be my first alchemy laboratory. It's not my industrial alchemy laboratory. We're not going to be mass producing Essentia here. This is just a place for me to experiment and, you know, play around with Thaumcraft. So we've got arcane levitators, Got a nice little rooftop area. I can teleport around. We've got tons of space for all the stuff we're gonna do. And we've got a bottomless pit leading down into the Eldritch Void. So that's cool. We are going to start alchemy today with golems, because I would like to automate this farm so I never need to think about it again. And in fact, I might just want to move the farm somewhere else completely. Actually, let's get some sleep. I renovated the granary, but I'm still living in the granary. So bonus points canceled out by all the negative points. Oh dear. Another glorious morning here in the Oasis. I am excited to begin. Whoa. So excited that I can't even steer my face. Okay. I like how this build turned out. Let's actually put it to good use and start thinking about alchemy. Because I've already set up my alembics here to some pipes, got this thing here, but what we're going to really want to think about today is this amazing invention. Let me grab some of these alchemical constructs. If you plunk them on top of a crucible that has a heat source beneath it, heat source is important, I'm using lava, hence no wood in this structure other than the ceiling, which is far away from the lava. Now let's right-click on this bad boy. With our wand, can we activate it? Hello? I could have sworn that this would work. Maybe I don't have enough Ordo Essentia in this wand. Do I have another one that's fully charged? Yes. Yes, I do. Let's try that. Ho ho ho. This is a Thaumatorium, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to solve all of my problems that I've ever had with my incompetence with alchemy. Because this allows us to automate inserting the catalyst into the recipe of Essentia. So I don't need to dump things into a crucible anymore. I've got so many slots here. I've got slots for, I think, a dozen or more Thaumatoriums. And again, whoops, I teleported too far. This isn't even my industrial alchemy laboratory. This is just my, play around casual laboratory. I even put a little, whatchamacallit, infusion altar. Gosh, it's been a long time since I did all this. I'm a little bit out of sorts. But yeah, I've got an infusion altar up here, so I can even start making some basic artifacts. But Thaumatorium. Thaumatorium is what we're going to be doing today. So, let's make some golems. Hopefully, I will have gotten all the stuff that I need to make golems. I've also made all kinds of crazy parts in here, like void jars and warded jars. Let's just get all this stuff out so we can get started. Let's empty these out and start melting down all the things to make a golem. I think I'm going to be making... What kind of golem do I want? Because I'm going more steampunk this time, and clay, bricks, clay, it all seems very industrial, I'm gonna go for a clay golem to start. But I'll also want to make a basic straw golem. And here you can see the essentials required, and I bet I have everything I will need in here. Humanus I can get from rotten flesh, Modus I can get from trapdoors, and Spiritus I can get by centrifuging the Cognitio from paper. Holy frack, I actually know what I'm doing for once. Let us start melting things. Oh, nope, I don't know what I'm doing. Haha, silly me. I don't have any fuel. Look at all the stuff I've gotten here. This is actually kind of crazy. All the barrels of resources that I've been getting from trading with other people. Look at all that Vintium. I'm never ever gonna run out of Vintium. And why was Vintium not in my journal to begin with? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm rich. I'm richer than I've ever been. It's insane what can happen when you trade stuff that you don't need for stuff that other people don't need. It's amazing. Let's melt stuff down. Spider. Alright, let's show off one of these spells. Potentia! Miss. Got it. Okay. Ha! Shooting lightning. It's kind of awesome. It seems very sci-fi, though. It sounds like more of a sci-fi blaster, except I guess because I'm shooting it out of my hand, that makes it not sci-fi. It makes it fantasy. Are we done here? I think we're done here. We have all the essential we need to make ourselves some golems. I hope. Is this all melted down? Oh, right. It is melted down. Okay, I need more jars to do this. Hang on a sec. So now let's look at this Thaumatorium. It has all these slots on the sides where you input essentia. Then the panel here is where it displays what it's going to make, and here is where it outputs what it's going to make. Does it have a slot on the top too? Hup, hup. Yeah, I think it does, and I know just what to put on the top. This other thing that I made, these things are called mnemonic matrices. And when you plunk them on top of a, whoop, there we go, or on any of the slots really, of a Thaumatorium, it expands the memory, and I can actually store multiple recipes in here. At least that's what the Thaumanomnomnomicon told me. So I trust the Thaumanomicon. It has never lied to me before, has it? I don't think it has. Let's grab our modus. We've got all kinds of pipes over here, so we shouldn't have a problem piping everything into this that we need to make a golem. It's just modus and humanus and a bit of spiritus. That's it. Wait, why is the spiritus in a void jar? I didn't want the spiritus to be in a void jar, but whatever. Whatever. Let's put the pipes on. So now that we've got all these hooked up, all we need to do is plunk in the block that we want. And first, I am going to make a clay golem. As you can see here, it says 0 out of 3. That's because for each mnemonic matrix that you add onto it, it adds 2 additional recipe potentials. So all we need to do is click here, and it will start making it, provided it has essentia and materials. It vomits out the front. We should probably put a chest there, but I kind of like it vomiting out the front like that. Let's make 3 more. Why not? Oh, this is so much better. This is really expensive to make, by the way. I mean, if you just look at the automated alchemical construct, it takes 2 Vs filters to make 1 construct, and each one of these Vs filters takes 1 gold and half a silver wood. So it's 2 gold per alchemical construct, which means 4 gold per one of these, plus a whole ton of iron. So much iron, it's insane. All right, we've run out of those, so now let's add a new recipe. Doop, doop, doop. And can we scroll up? Yeah. Now we can just make this one. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking cool. But it'll remember the different recipes that we can make. That's fantastic. Look at all these golems we're getting. I've already made some cores even over here, and I think I'll have everything I need to create the golem cores that I need, because I just need gather and harvest. All right, let's get started on that. So for farming, we'll need, let's see, silver, because I've got so much silver. I'm going to use that for lucrum. I can get terra out of this, and then for messis and meto, I believe I can just make a whole ton of stone hose and break those down, which is why I've got a hopper and a chest, and my inventory's full. Amazing. But I can just put this here, boop, put the chest on here, and put all of the whatchamacallit that I need into, yeah, this is gonna take some setup. We are going to make a heck ton of these stone hose. Boop, and we are going to put them all in this chest. And why did that not work? There we go. And they're all going to get melted down into nothing. And by nothing, I mean essentia, of course. We've got our first full jar of meto, I believe it was. So now we can just start pulling off another one, which is going to give us half of what this one gave us. So this one, we can just plunk here and start centrifuging the crap out of it with one of these essentia buffers. Oh yeah, we are actually doing things that make a sort of sense. And don't you dare link up. No. Bad thing. No biscuits. Why is it always biscuits?
Hey, Connor chap, I can't believe how inefficient you are with all this alchemy. I thought you knew what you were doing with Thaumcraft, but look at this mess. It's so claustrophobic. I could be a 10 times better alchemist than you, Connor chap, and I don't even have arms. I'm a horse.
Thank you, horse. Your insights are so helpful to this process, but you know what? This is working. Kind of. So I'm not going to complain. Where is the meto? Where did the meto go? It's probably still in the alembic. Oh, this is fantastic. Horse, can you get that jar? Go get it.
I'm glad to help out, Connor chap.
Thank you, horse.
We all know how much help you need with how incompetent you are with this Thaumcraft stuff.
Okay, horse, that's not the kind of help I need. Okay, how do I get to you? You're just in the way.
Hey, this is why you need a bigger workspace, Connor chap, so you don't...
Yeah, thank you, horse. We've been over that before. Messis, you go here. Meto, you go here. And then I get a pipe. And then we win. We win the game. That is what happens. Huh, this centrifuge is not perfectly even. We're getting a lot more instrumentum than we got messis, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Now, let us make some harvest cores with all of that stuff that we just got. And we can get rid of this whole... All right, you know what? Let's just do projectile dig spell. Boom, boom. Done. Did I just melt a chest? Nope. Saved it. Saved by the me. Let's also melt down the silver and the dirt that we need. Now we can make, I believe, a harvest core, and we can put another mnemonic enhancer on here so this Thaumatorium can just remember all the recipes that we ever give it. That's gonna be cool. Look at all the brainy recipes it has. These are actually zombie brains encased in purifying alchemical constructs. So, little bit creepy, a little bit evil maybe. I don't think I'm evil, so therefore I must not be evil. Now, what did I actually need to make a harvest core? Exactly what I thought I needed. Mesis. Boop. Meto. Boop. I said those backwards. I don't care. How many do we actually need? I think we mostly... let's go half and half. There we go. Go for it. Oh, wait, no. That's not it at all. Harvest. Go for it. Go for what? Let's not make that. I see what it was doing wrong. Disable that. There we go. No problem. And now it's making this again. No, it's not. It's making that again. Cool. Things happen for reasons. So I guess I need to disable the things that I don't want. I guess. Maybe. No, I'm just making it forget recipes. I don't know what I'm doing with these mnemonic matrices or whatever, but I can still use them. I can still profit. They're still cool. Mine. And now that all of this nonsense has been taken care of, and I've got my golem animation cores, we can actually set up these little golems to do some work for us. That sounds fantastic, because I really want to move this farm. And another spider, really? Alright, let's cast another spell. Alienus! Boom! I'm actually surprised that it survived that. Yeah, this spell is freaking amazing. So that's the thing that happens. Oh, baby spiders! No! Kill them all! That didn't work! Frack! Shoot them with lightning! Okay, I got a little overexcited there, but everything's fine. Everything is absolutely fine. Look at that, expert aiming. I never miss, never. What are you talking about? Is the sun coming up? Let's head up to where I believe I would like to build my farm again, or move it, that is. I think I already even put an arcane levitator up there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Totally unnecessary, but very cool. Yes, there are its little green particles. So useful in the mesa. We get a nice aerial view from up here. That's pretty nice. I need to finish that house. All right. Looks like we can make a farm up here, no problem. Over here is also another cool thing. Let me just reload those. It's this gigantic valley in the middle of the mesa that's totally locked off from everything else. Let me cast Vacuous to feather fall my way down here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this valley, but I have a few ideas. My best idea, I think, is to turn it into a gigantic lake and maybe build some things under the water. I think that would be really cool, and that would be a great way to build some more industrial alchemy stuff that's actually like, you know, big old machines with set purposes rather than all the random assortment of thaumic whatever that I have in this building over here. Although, would that mean that it's a waste of this building's potential to only use it for little one-off alchemy projects? Because it looks really cool, and it's multi-level, and it's got this crazy pit leading down to the Eldritch Void, so it's got that going for it. But, you know, I designed this for looks, not for function, and I just need to accept that. Oh, well. So, let's get about moving our farm. We've got all of our ender lilies, all of our potatoes. I'm really getting sick of eating baked potatoes. I might need to start making egg sandwiches or something. And we've got all of our reeds. Let's do that real quick. Goodbye, old farm. Whoosh! That is one of the best wand foci I've ever made. I love it so much. Whoosh, whoosh. This end stone, I didn't actually go to the end for, obviously. Of course I haven't been to the end yet. I made it in my Tinker's Construct smeltery. It's so magical. Oh, and here, this is a weird sack of potatoes, but let's pick that up. All the stuff popped out of it because that is actually a container that functions. And I use it for potatoes. What are the odds? Let's go build a farm. Normally, farms in Minecraft end up looking very formulaic and square because that's what makes it easier for we humans or endermen or dwarves or whatever to harvest them. It just is more convenient for us. But these farms are not going to be harvested by me. They're going to be harvested by golems. So I can make them whatever weird shapes I desire, and it will be A-okay with the golems because they don't cur, they're golems. They do what they want, or they do what I want them to do. It's not slavery. They don't technically have free will. They don't have brains. That's what I should say. I could give them brains like I gave to Cindy Mayweather last time, but that didn't really end well. So maybe I will avoid doing that this time. I don't know. Or maybe I'll try it. I don't know. I could give them a second chance at cognitive reasoning. Could be fun. Let's plant some potatoes. Man, this is really a stark contrast in activity. High level alchemical infusion, creating life, and potato farming. Just another day in Ender Academy. Now here's a question. For the gathering golems, I think I'm going to go for the clay ones. Can they be told to put stuff into this weird modded bucket thing? We are about to find out by giving you a gather core. Hello, dude. We'll also need to install some fences so that they don't, fall off the cliff. I am going to look out for your safety, buddy. Where's my Golemancer's bell? I put it somewhere. It's in the bag? It's in the bag. Okay, where are you? Excellent, so you are putting things into there. Let's see, pick up horse.
What are you doing? This is so That's my job to pick up things, Connor chap, not your job, and certainly not the golem's job.
Horse, your accent is incredibly inconsistent. I'm not going to listen to you anymore. So awesome. This guy can pick up the stuff that will be farmed by... Now that's the question. Do I want probably a straw golem to farm this stuff? And I'm going to need to make an order upgrade as well. Totally forgot to do that. Oh my gosh! Top hats! I've researched top hats. Golems can have top hats and bow ties, and I completely forgot about that. We're getting on top of that right now. We're going down to our blue sheep farm. We're going to shear all the blue wool that we can, and we're going to make some top hats. Wait, no. Can we dye blue wool, or do we need white wool? Well, I can always pulverize it down into white wool and then craft it back and then dye it. That's so efficient. Shiny shears away. And you may wonder why I'm using only blue sheep. It's not because I'm a racist and think that blue sheep are the superior master race of all sheep, although I actually might think that, but really it's because when I pulverize blue wool, I get a very tiny chance of getting lapis as a byproduct. So it's kind of like infinite lapis, That's pretty cool to me. Sir? Hello? This guy looks like he's talking to a spider. That's confusing to me. Oh, and he's a mage. Look at that. He's got a spell in his hand. Hello, sir. I am also a mage. Are you friendly? Ow. I would call that the opposite of friendly. Okay, let us show you how a real mage does battle. Jeez. What was up with that guy? What did he drop? Spell parchment from Ars Magica? Well, okay, he was a dirt poor fire mage who didn't know what he was getting himself into. That is just kind of depressing, actually. Poor guy. Should I feel sorry for him? I mean, he did attack me, but still, that's kind of sad. Boarded zombie burned to death. So much suffering in this land. Man, can little old me do anything to change that? I don't know. Let's make tiny bow ties and top hats. Little golems in the fields, tiny top hats on your heads. Here you go. You get the order upgrade, and you get the speed upgrade. Boom. Look at all this magic happening. These guys are so classy. This is fantastic. We're gonna get all the potatoes, so many potatoes, you just won't even believe. You won't even be able to handle how many potatoes we get. All the poisonous potatoes we can feed to our enemies. It's gonna be great. We can have a poisonous potato banquet. Wait, no, I'm not evil. What am I talking about? I hope this Thaumcraft research isn't getting to me. I mean, I've been avoiding most of the warpy research, but then there was some that I didn't avoid. I haven't experienced any ill effects, though, since that one episode where... Yeah, last time. Brain in a jar. I think I'll need to research that at some point to unlock other stuff. Ooh, runic shielding. That's something I'm going to want to get into. But you know, I think I've done enough for today. This has been incredibly uneventful. I apologize for that, but you know, I had a bit of a break from the server, so I'm just getting back into the swing of things, just getting back into Thaumcraft. I am going to infuse a whole bunch of stuff in between now and the next episode, because next episode I would like to jump into something over here that looks very, very interesting, and I think that will unlock as soon as I get this. And I would like to get into runic shielding, but as I learned this episode, I'm not really prepared enough to do any of that stuff. So, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and maybe I'll see you next time. Horse, do you have any parting words of wisdom?
Nay, maybe I am a Pokemon. Think of that.
Well, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Maybe I'll see you next time. Goodbye!